Hi, Chris Marin, Benefits Practice Leader at Hampton Consulting. Here in southeastern Pennsylvania, we're going to be transitioning from the COVID red phase to the yellow phase on June 5th. And as a result, it has a number of employers thinking about bringing their employees back on site and back to the workforce. I just wanted to touch on a couple of benefit considerations for those employers doing so. First, if you had employees who were on furlough or temporary layoff, and you extended the coverage during that period and they're coming back to active status, you just want to make arrangements to recoup the required employee contributions that were not taken during that time, the payroll deductions that were required and not taken during that time. Now you can spread those amounts out over a number of pay periods, but definitely something to think about as people are coming back to the active workforce. Additionally, if you had terminated employees who you're able to rehire, as long as the period of the separation was not greater than 13 weeks, under the Affordable Care Act, it stipulates that for those employees who are active full-time with coverage prior to the separation can be reinstated, and that coverage should be effective no later than the first of the month following their date of resumption of services. Now, if the break was greater than 13 weeks, they can be considered a new hire, a true new hire, and subject to eligibility waiting periods. And then final point is for any of these scenarios, you just want to make sure that you're tracking the employee's hours correctly for the ACA reporting that's going to be due in early 2021, and then also for the subsequent determinations of benefit eligibility and full-time status. Now, the one way to avoid any penalty is just to go ahead and credit the employee the hours during that temporary layoff or the furlough. You just want to check with your carrier to make sure that you're not running into any issues there. Although I will say locally, the main carriers, Independence Blue Cross, Aetna, and others, were allowing employers to keep employees active and on coverage during that period of furlough or temporary layoff. A lot going on. There have been all kinds of releases from the DOL and the IRS in regard to allowable changes in Section 125, easing some of the restrictions there, and extending some of the timelines around COBRA notifications and payment. So if you have questions in regard to any of these issues, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Contact information was included in the email with this video. Thanks very much. Take care.